timer is set. Fool me once, you're never gonna fool me again. The only problem is I'm having acid reflux right now. So it's gonna be a burpee day. Sorry.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my god, you guys. Chris is in the ER again.
Jesus.
I just felt like I should break it to them, you know, like just give it to them straight.
Before I've even settled.
Oh, yeah. So,
I mean, did you ask for consent if you're allowed to say? I mean, we have to explain
he's in the
that
hospital. He said we could film at the hospital if we wanted. I assume it's consensual that we're sharing this.
Hello, you guys, and welcome back to the SIP Official Podcast. I'm Ryland Adams, of course, joined by
Elizabeth Home, okay?
And you know what? Everyone's had a run, you know?
Yeah.
We are a little unwell.
Experts would say we're running a marathon.
It's a miracle that we're here today. Unfortunately, we had planned this all yesterday. I told Lizzie, well, I'm beefing with you in other regards.
Girl, why?
We'll get to that.
You can't beef with
me.
me.
Are you kidding me?
Honey, I'm 9 months pregnant. You cannot beef with me.
I feel like you started some beef. And
You've been hiding around every corner in your house, jumping out and scaring me as if it's not going to put me into labor. Who has real beef here? Are you joking? I come over to his house. He goes, "Be quiet, my babies are sleeping."
Well, because
then proceeds to hide literally around every corner. Was that a burp? Did you just burp like that?
No, I went.
Oh, it was a growl.
You blink and your kids grow up. It's crazy because today, normally the boys are up when we're getting situated for the podcast, but we have altered the schedule. We have erased a nap, and now they're going to only have 2 naps a day, and they're going to eat 2 meals a day. And it's crazy because I feel like just yesterday they were newborns and this big, and now Max is the size of my entire torso and his head's almost as big as mine, and they're eating 2 real meals a day and only having 2 naps. And you're like, where did the time go?
Girl, they're 9 months old.
They're huge.
They're adults.
It's crazy. And I know, at every milestone, you're like, aren't you sad to see it go? And finally, I'm like, I want to hit the pause button.
Yeah.
I really like where we're at right now. It's cute.
Well,
it's
say
fun.
sayonara,
It's
sucker.
incredible. And I guess everything's always changing. But Shane is on a kick where he wants 5 right now. So I guess I'll be doing newborns 3 more times.
Girl, 5?
Well, he's been watching Seventh Heaven, and now he's just convinced he needs 5 kids. And I was like, you need to watch some realistic day in the lives on YouTube, because what you're seeing on Seventh Heaven, like, yes, there's some like tough moments.
So stupid.
But the reality of 5 kids, oh my God. And I think we're all just a little bitch. We're all a bunch of little bitches now, because a bunch of our parents were just having like 5, 6,
Popping
7.
them out.
Like
Yeah,
it was nothing.
no help. No
just
money.
Raw dogging
Yeah,
it.
they're like, what do you mean? I left you and your brothers home alone. You caught things on fire. It was what it was.
All of us have 1 kid and we're like, oh my God. I have 2, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah.
So
I obviously know what you mean. I have 2 dogs at home.
Yesterday, after we elaborately planned out our day after missing a week last week. I'm so sorry, you guys. I don't know how I got COVID. I didn't want COVID. I didn't ask for COVID.
You
I'm
got in these
really
streets
not.
wearing a shirt that says, "Gimme COVID."
I went to a workout class.
Licking door handles. That's crazy that you lick door handles.
Oh my God.
That's a nuts way to go about life, brother.
It's crazy because I know that they're like saying COVID's everywhere again, but you just sometimes start to feel invisible, especially if you haven't had COVID in 3.5 years.
Invincible?
Sure.
Okay.
And guess what? Turns out I'm not invincible.
No!
This girl got COVID and she got it bad. This was way worse than the first time around.
So, like, sometimes with you, I'm like, was it that bad?
It was really bad.
I know, but just because you say you're crying doesn't mean it's that
I
bad.
am not a crier, and I'm not B, a person that like is doomsday when they're sick. I'm the kind of person that's like, ooh, a little R&R, a little time for me to catch up on a show that I haven't been able to watch. Like a little bit of fun. Like when Shane gets sick, the world's ended. I have to serve him for days. He like doesn't come out of one position on the couch. Me, I complain, but I handle it well. This, I literally thought that I was going to have to go to the hospital because every part of, and granted,
He had a fever, so he had body aches.
this was like a 5-hour stretch where I was really like, I might have to go to the emergency room. It was not only body aches, it was a fever. I felt like I was floating outside of myself. I was
Sorry. I'm just going to take off my ribs.
I was dizzy. I had a migraine. I had shortness of breath. There was not one position that was not horribly
Agonizing.
uncomfortable. And it was just like, wow, I'm really scared right now. And I had 2 babies downstairs. I didn't want to get my husband sick. So I'm like in my room alone, just being like, how am I going to get myself to the hospital if I have to go to the hospital? Am I going to have to call an ambulance and embarrass myself in front of the whole neighborhood? So I just poured myself a bath.
1 cup at a time.
And then I did think it was pretty dangerous in my state to get in the bath because I was also so tired. And like, do you think if I would have like slipped into the bath, it would have woken me up?
Who knows?
So I just kept being like, wake up, you idiot, wake up.
Oh my God.
But it was the only thing that made me not feel like...
Because you were freezing.
I wasn't miserable. Yes, the room was 83 degrees and I was still freezing to the core.
I feel like I had to tell you 19 times to get some Tylenol.
Yeah, but when you have a migraine and you can't even open your eyes, it's pretty hard to like get out of the bath where you know it's going to be freezing. But he couldn't come up either because I know like they say babies don't get COVID that bad allegedly.
But if you're both down and out, it's fucked.
But I really didn't want Shane to get COVID. So then I ended up isolating in my room for 7 days. And it was just like, until I test negative, I'm not leaving this room. So I'd just like test every day and be like, another day in this bedroom alone.
So what's your beef with me?
Oh, well, we're getting there.
Oh.
We'll wrap back around to you.
We'll circle back.
You want to know the worst part of all of this?
What?
I mean, you already know, but my
Oh.
family, they never get like early morning flights, but my sister, my grandma, my 86-year-old grandma, and my mom were in the air by the time I woke up on Saturday morning. I was feeling right on Friday night. If I was feeling like I was sick, I would have been like, cancel it, or I would have taken a COVID test, especially because my grandma's coming and she's older and I don't want to get my grandma sick. And it wasn't until I woke up that I was like, wow, I feel really off. I do not feel well. I feel off and horrible. So I was like, well, my grandma's coming. Let me see if I have a COVID test. And I looked and we had one. It was super expired, but I thought I'll take it anyways. Take it positive. Take the second one in there positive. I was like, this can't be right. Ordered another one from the store to come to me. Took that positive. That couldn't be right either. Took a 4th one positive. And I thought, well, shit. So I had to text them all and be like, hey, are you guys at Burbank? Here. Yeah, we've all just landed.
Oh my God.
Well,
get back on a plane because Daddy's sick.
So all of them had to get back on a plane and go back to Colorado. And that alone was like so much guilt that I just thought, oh.
Well, you never have to see them again.
And then I went downhill so fast. I felt perfectly normal on Friday. I was doing the most on Friday. Saturday morning felt off. And then by 7 p.m. on Saturday, thought I had to go to the hospital.
Yep.
The really badness only lasted like a day and a half, 2 days. And then it was just annoying. And I've been testing negative for 3 days, Friday, Saturday, 3 or 4 days now. And my voice is altered, but I don't know why.
You're just coming out of it.
How annoying.
Yeah, that sucks.
And even after I was negative, I go, well, I have long COVID, Shane. I'm so tired.
Oh,
and
no.
he's like, I don't think under 10 days you can classify this as long.
No, I don't think so.
I also lost my taste, but only for 3 days.
Which, by the way, that would be the worst part.
It was crazy because all I had up in that room was
If you didn't even lose
eating.
your taste, you tasted chemicals, right?
It was rancid. Everything tasted like metally and rancid. Ugh. And then it would leave an awful aftertaste. And I thought, is this my new normal for how long?
That I do pity you for.
And it was awful. But that went away before I was even testing negative again. So
that would make me cry.
I don't know what was up with that. I first discovered it because Shane was like delivering me things at my door all day, every day. And he got me Tender Greens cookies, which are so delicious.
Those fuck. Urbane Cafe cookies fuck too.
And I put the cookie in my mouth and it tasted rotten and like it had 0 sugar. Like they made it with salt or something.
I feel like I need to unplug my headphones when you talk like that.
It was so disgusting. And then I'm feeling horrible about myself. I'm like able to re-enter the world, but not feeling great. And I'm texting Lizzie in the morning and I'm like, hey, girl, maybe we should go put our florals on and see It Ends With Us. And no response. So I'm like, it's weird that Lizzie doesn't text me back for hours.
On Saturday?
And I go, let me just look at her location. I was like, oh, she's at one of her friend's house. And then I text her again and I was like, hey, Liz, what's up? What's up?
Oh.
And she said she was hosting a woman's only brunch.
Yeah.
That no boys are invited to.
None.
Your baby shower was women only.
Yeah.
I was conveniently invited to that.
That is
So when I'm of use to you, I'm allowed to the girl events.
Yeah.
But when
it's a women in film community, you're neither in film nor a woman.
I am in film.
Girl.
What do you think this is?
Girl.
What do you think this is?
Back that ass up. You tripping.
What was this?
Joe was pissed he wasn't invited to, and I was like, what do you guys think this is?
It's crazy to like host an event when you're 9 months pregnant and then tell me I'm not allowed.
Well, there's 3 of us that host it.
What goes on? What are you doing? And
we did
what's
books.
even more upsetting is the other girl I co-hosted the baby shower with was the other host of this, and I'm like, you couldn't invite your boy? What's going on?
You're a boy.
What are you guys doing there?
Well, we have prompts. Like this one was books and brunch, so everybody brought a book that they wanted to share and wrapped it like a present, and we did it like White Elephant. And then we also you introduce yourself. And then you say what you do so that it's a networking event so that
Does anybody different come each time?
Yeah, there's new people each time. There's old people each time. One of the girls got connected to a production coordinator. They shot an entire feature-length documentary together. She's also going to run post-production on it.
Explain the boy in your stomach.
I know that felt weird. I was like, you mind your own business.
I don't know. So then when we were scheduling this podcast, I was like, you're not allowed. This is a Chris and me exclusive. We're just going to have a good old time. And the only way that I'll let you back in is if you bring me a caramel apple from Disneyland because it's what I've been craving. Oh. And I don't see a caramel apple from Disneyland. You got so lucky that Chris couldn't be here.
I was not going to
do
that.
Or I wouldn't need you.
I told you I was not going to bring you that apple.
That's so rude.
Is
All
it?
I want is the apple pie caramel apple from Disneyland on
Should we
Main
go?
Street. It's all I can think about lately for some reason.
I would love to go to Disneyland.
What?
I know. It's crazy. I want to go so bad.
Are you for real?
And I've been like...
If you're for real, I'll take you
I've been
now.
dick teased by it too because I've been so close. On Sundays I've been going down to Brea to see my Aunt Pat. Shout out Pat.
And I literally saw that you were right by Anaheim and I thought you could do this for me.
It's enraging how close we are.
After this all women's event that I wasn't invited to.
Though, I physically cannot do anything.
Did Joe
Joe's driving me everywhere. He almost had him drive me here today.
Really?
Yeah, but then I realized if I do start having contractions, they start mild. If my water breaks, I can pull over. It's not a big deal. Depending on how close I am to either of you, I'd probably ask you to come get me in an Uber or him to come get me and drive the car back. I don't know.
So what's going on?
Everything.
Well, tell me about it. I haven't seen you in weeks.
I'm big, bro. Look at this.
Huge.
Can they tell? No. I look snatched. Look at the monitor.
I know.
I look like I've got abs.
I'm going to put that photo in of you and Joe driving it. Well, is Joe in the frame?
Yeah.
I'll blur him. Do I have to? He's on the internet now.
I know, it's confusing. I don't know what his boundaries are. He also talked to me about helping with my podcast or with my vlog. And I was like, great, then make me thumbnails. And it's like, he's never going to make me a thumbnail. I was like, he's never going to make me a thumbnail.
I would love to see that though.
He did help me film one this week, which was nice of him.
And what do you mean by help?
Well, honestly, I ended up not really needing him. Because he did just leave the camera on a tripod. And it's like, well, I could have done this alone. But I'm in such poor shape right now that it's nice to just have a person in the room to look at.
So what's going on? You're measuring huge?
Yeah, I'm measuring big as fuck. They moved the due date up.
You didn't tell me this.
Yes, I did.
No, you literally didn't.
Oh, yeah. They moved the due date up.
From what to what?
September 13th to August 27th.
Oh my God, you're due this month?
Yeah.
That's in days.
I know.
Wait, what?
I'm dying.
Can they do that if it's natural or just projected?
It's all estimated. So the paperwork says estimated date of delivery, 8/27, and then the window is 8/27 to 9/8.
Wow.
But the universe is cruel, and I bet you anything we're here until the 13th.
You think so?
I don't know.
I think it's going to be on the 22nd.
My friend Kate thinks I'm close to, and I'm just like, I don't know. I did get a little stressed out Googling stuff last night. Well, not stressed out, but I was like, oh, maybe she's right.
Are you counting the kicks? Is that something you have to do? Because I feel like that would stress me out.
I mean, I noticed my baby moving, and I noticed his movement patterns, but I think if I was actually counting kicks, it's a little too much for me.
Right.
So I don't count kicks, but I do notice when he moves, and I would notice if he was not moving.
Wasn't.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. He's also so big now, he can't really do much. So like earlier, even just now sitting here, he's like just got, because his legs sometimes stretch straight out across the guts. And so he's like in a pike and then his head is down. And so his arms are inside this way. But I've got my placenta, I have an anterior placenta, which means that my placenta is on the front of my tummy. So it's a little harder to feel his hands now. But I definitely feel his little feet. And sometimes it's like he's walking up the walls and like then his feet like come up into my sternum. And I'm like, God damn, brother. Why are you doing that?
And did they tell you at how many pounds he is, what percentile that is?
Yeah, the thing that's like enraging is they keep calling him very average. I'm like, you can just say average, bitch. The very is an unnecessary addition. I was like, okay. And I was talking to my doctor because there was this girl that I follow on Instagram who, like, honestly, we're both pregnant. And our grandma, like, or her mom and my grandma introduced us to each other, like, to be friends, like, 10 years ago. And I always, like, assume, like, oh, we're real friends. We're not, apparently. Apparently that means nothing to most people. And I get a little, like, you know how people are like, oh, you guys should be friends. Usually in my heart, I'm like, okay, we are.
And what constitutes as friends? Like talking to each other in Instagram DMs?
Yeah, it just means like, I'm here for you. If you ask me for anything, I'll probably help you with something. Like if you hit me up, I'll respond to you.
Okay.
I care about your well-being and I hope that you're doing well.
Right.
And I don't think it's a mutual thing.
Why? You reached out to her?
Well, she posted like, I'm pregnant. Does anybody have any suggestions? And I was like, hey girl, I'm pregnant too. Like, let's go hiking. We're very close in weeks too. Never responded.
Are you kidding me?
No. Can you believe that?
She's good on Friends?
Apparently.
That's wild.
Yeah.
You put yourself out there.
Full up.
And you guys could be mommy friends too.
That's
once
what
the boys
I'm
are born.
saying. I'm friends with any mom. Any mom.
I would like to say I am too, but then all these like mommies in my life hit me up in like the Instagram DMs, and it takes me like 3 years to get back to them. If they had my number, I feel like that would work better.
Right.
I just can't continue, and I don't have notifications on for Instagram to begin with because it's just like
It's too much.
It's too much.
Yeah.
And that would be just even for people I follow. I just don't want that entering my life, and I like living blissfully unaware of all that's going on. Like I still have no idea what this very cutesy, very demure thing is.
That's it.
It's it?
Yeah.
Who started it?
Some influencer. I actually found the OG poster. I didn't find them.
Why are they all doing this?
Because it's funny.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
You laugh?
A little. Anyway, I bring this girl up only to say that she posted that she's like, my baby's on track
You're
to
DMing my sister?
Always.
What are you guys talking about?
She just looked pretty, so I told her.
She posted on Instagram stories?
Yeah. I said, you look gorgeous. Love that dress.
Oh, wow. I didn't see that story.
Very pretty girl.
She was going to be here.
Adams. I know.
Wow.
Sayonara, sucker.
Can you believe that?
We'll never see her again. There it goes. What was I? Oh, the original poster of the very cutesy, very demure. But anyway, so I met this girl keeps posting on Instagram. She's like, my baby's on track to be 10 pounds. And
why would she brag about that? Because then she has to birth it.
I was so upset about it that like I couldn't let it go. And I'm like literally in my doctor's appointment getting my asshole swabbed because they want to find out if you have butthole strep.
She's also skinny.
Yeah, she looks great.
Skinny with a 10-pound
and
baby.
Good hair. Really
and
good hair.
What's this with butthole strep?
Apparently pregnant women can have butthole strep. And so they test you for it every time you're pregnant, close to your due date, to make sure you don't. And if you do, you and your baby get a penicillin shot or something.
Ooh, I'm allergic to penicillin.
Oh, yuck. Well, I don't have butthole strep.
Okay.
I found out last night.
All of this is just normal pregnancy horribleness.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And so all this to say, I'm like getting my butthole swabbed and I'm like telling my doctor about this drama about this girl who's hurt my feelings. She's like, girl, you do not want a 10-pound baby. I had a 10-pound, 11-ounce baby. They pulled that guy out in a C-section. He weighs 30 pounds. He's not even a year old.
What?
She's like, my husband's a big, strong man and he's tired of carrying this baby's fat ass. And I'm like, God damn, doc.
Wow. So we did find out the age of your doctor's baby.
She has multiple babies, apparently.
Minnie?
Yeah.
Do you want to be friends with her?
I would love to be friends with her. She's very quick, though. She's like, I like her energy. She's excited for me. I like that. I like that about her. I like everything about her, in fact, except for the way that she doesn't give me anything to wipe with. Yeah, so it was funny that she would be like, you do not want that. You have a very average boy. And I'm like, okay, thanks. Very average.
Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, so they measured him. He's big in an very average way. But I've never heard of them like changing a person's due date.
I haven't either.
Like, I thought that was weird as fuck.
They probably projected when you got pregnant wrong or something.
I probably projected it wrong because I wasn't tracking the day of my first period. The first day of my period, I was tracking my ovulation day.
I can't get in the weeds with all of
No,
this.
neither can I. And you know what? We don't fucking have to.
No, I just hope I'm around when you start to go into labor.
You probably
Otherwise,
will be.
I don't know that I'll be invited to the hospital. So.
Oh, no, you won't be otherwise. Unless Joe has to go home to watch the dogs. Because I don't know. I'm like, part of me is like, do I hire a midwife and just do a home birth?
Oh my God.
Because who's going to watch the dogs?
I mean, not you if you're giving birth at home.
Yeah, but we'll be there at least. You know what I mean?
I think you have to let go and your dogs will be okay.
Girl, you can't leave your dogs alone for 48 hours.
No, I mean, people are going to visit them and I would visit them and let them out.
I would never let you in my house with my dogs alone, you sick fuck. Are you kidding? You think I could trust you to do that? You're high, bro. No way. The way you growl at Mr. Bubs, he doesn't need that while his mom's in labor.
Well, hopefully one of those women from your women's only club can go.
Honestly, they might. There's 3 that are signed up.
What's the most enraging about all of this is a lot of those women don't show up for you.
What do you mean? Oh my God. Anywho.
And guess who's always showing up for you?
You. Yeah.
Guess who's not invited?
I'm sorry. I'd love to invite you.
It's a hard pill for me to swallow.
I'm so sorry.
And then you wouldn't even go see It Ends With Us with me.
I will go see It Ends With Us with you.
Wow.
I would love to. But we should talk about that when we get to the hot topics.
Okay. Well, you had a lot more going on. So
I have a lot going on here.
now that you can see, why don't you just look yourself instead of me prompting you?
Okay. I mean, I feel like I've like beaten because now it's been 2 weeks, but I thought someone found my address on the internet, which wouldn't be hard because I've doxed myself quite a few times.
And then she's always asking me how to blur it in YouTube Studio. And I'm like, the same way I walked you through the steps last time.
But I need help every
It's
time.
shocking. I know.
It took me like a year to figure out how to get to your house without directions. But turns out y'all just found my Amazon registry that I thought wasn't functional.
Oh, are there double items from like your baby list registry to your Amazon registry? Or are you getting hot things that you forgot you didn't add?
I'm getting hot things that I forgot I didn't add.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is there anything left?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll drop the link in this podcast. If any of you want to gift Lizzie with one of her registry items, go for it.
Thanks, guys. It's pretty sick. I've never been so touched in my life. I'm reading all the little cards that they sent.
Oh, because you can get those. Yeah.
And I love them.
Wow. That is very sweet.
I could weep a little right now. It is honestly very sweet. I love you people.
And what kind of things did you get?
Well, at first when they started coming in, I was like, this is weird. Like, I really like what she got me. Like, I would have asked for this.
And then turns out you did?
Yeah. Turns out I did. Like cute little handkerchief things.
And what's going on in your household? Is it like, this is the very end? This is you can see the finish line.
I'm pretty chill.
And how's Joe?
He seems pretty chill.
You guys aren't like aggravated just because it's like you don't know what your world's going to be like in a couple of days?
Well, I'm the last one to have a baby, so I kind of know.
I guess that's true.
Like 10 of you had kids before me, so I have like a range of 10 different experiences. And for a minute I was like, well, how do you know you're in labor? And that was a little confusing. It's like, is it like a punch to the face? Labor's just like, we're on, bitch. And then you're just like, oh, fuck, my shit's getting robbed.
I guess that is true.
And so that was my last thing that I was like, what is that like?
What are the identifying factors?
Well, your water could break.
Okay. And that's only happens in like a small percentage of women though,
Yeah.
right?
So I don't know if my water will break or not, but that'll be a sure sign.
And if it doesn't, how will we know?
Then it starts with mellow contractions and they feel like the thing is like I've had so many Braxton Hicks contractions that now it's hard to say like, is that a contraction or is that a Braxton Hicks?
Right.
But the difference between the two is like the Braxton Hicks doesn't feel like anything and a real contraction will start out by feeling like menstrual cramps lower in my tummy. Apparently there's like the chance that I'll feel a lot of pressure in my pelvic floor, which I do feel a lot of pressure in my pelvic floor, which is why Kate thinks it could be any day now.
Well, I'm telling you, it's the 22nd. What's today?
The 19th.
The 19th.
Yeah.
It's any second.
It's imminent as fuck.
And did you create your bucket list for us?
I don't have a bucket list.
I told you. You said you wanted to go do a bunch of things before this baby's born, the two of us as best friends.
But like, what can I physically do?
Okay. Did you bring your swimsuit today?
No.
Are you...
Well, we have to go to Target and stuff. And I'm a mess.
Okay, Disneyland?
Also, you have no idea what's going on with my pubic hair. I gave up on it. It's wild.
Okay.
Can
we at least go to It Ends With Us?
Up and down. Yeah, we can go to It Ends
Should we
With
get
Us.
floral dresses at Target today?
I'm so down. I'm so down, honestly.
The Sinopolis is right there. Should we just do it all today?
Yeah, I'm down. Joe said he doesn't need the car back super fast.
I have to see what's up with my babies, but...
We got 2 minutes on this recording. Or 3.
Okay. You had a breastfeeding dream?
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. I was tripping. Now, thank God we make this list, guys. I forget everything that happens in my week. I was tripping a little bit. I was like, what the fuck? What if I don't like this kid? Like, what? No, that happens. Like, sometimes it takes a minute to bond with this stranger danger that you just shoot out your coos.
I guess, yeah.
And that's super normal too. And I was like, oh my God, like, am I a mom? Like, I've been adding to
what do you mean, am I?
No, it's weird. Like, I've added to my meditations, like, you are mother. Like, you are his mother. You are his mother.
You're worried that it might not genetically be yours.
No, I mean, I'm looking in the mirror and it's like, you're a mother. Mother, I am a mother. This is my son, I am a mother. Like, schizophrenic bitch shit. So I was having little micro meltdowns about that. Like, no, you're pregnant. You are a mother. You're mommy. You're a mommy. You're a mommy. He's a mommy's guy. So I was panicking about that. And then it's like, he knew, and he had my little back, and he came to me in a dream, and he sucked on my titty, and he was like, it's going to be all good, mommy. And I was like, you're right, I love you.
And then you woke up leaking colostrum.
Yeah. That's the other thing. Does that mean I'm close if I'm leaking a little bit?
I mean, you can't ask me.
Everyone's like, you got to collect that shit. It's like, how? It's so minuscule.
They say it's really good for babies, and I'm sure humans
I
too.
registered for little vials to suckle it out of my nipples.
Really?
And someone got
Has
me.
Has it happened since?
It happens a little bit every day almost. Like, if I open my shirt at the right time, I can see it coming out. But it's like it's like mixed with shower water, you know? Like, I'm not wearing a shirt in the shower. It's the order of information came out wrong there.
Okay.
But after a bath one time, I actually saw it leaking out of one nipple. And then I was like, oh, God.
And the boobs are lopsided.
And the boobs were lopsided, which is weird. And I was like, well, you can't have great boobs your whole life. Had them for a really long time. At least a decade of good titties.
Well, you can find some comfort in, I've heard a lot of breastfeeding women keep and maintain a tight physique because it takes so much and burns so many calories.
Yeah, I mean, I've also heard women put on more weight while they breastfeed. So I'm not worried about my physique anymore.
Well, I was just saying, because I know you've been fat shamed by quite a few people, which what the fuck are you guys doing, fat shaming a pregnant woman?
Really crazy. Really crazy.
It's really crazy.
Honestly, I don't care.
Well, you shouldn't. You're like creating the miracle of life.
I also am so physically miserable. I can't care.
I also just think like, well, fuck them. But you know, it's like, it's so beautiful what you're able to do. And I feel similarly with like a chubby baby. It's like, oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
You know?
But if your baby has bad hair, nip that in the bud.
All right. Well, we've got to roll out, or this camera will roll out, and you're going to sit and watch B-roll of us doing nothing again for 10 minutes, which some of you seem to thoroughly enjoy.
I love that we got you. Yeah. That tickles me to the core. The comments of you guys being like, wow, Lizzie did gaslight me. I loved it.
Thank you, SeatGeek, for sponsoring today's podcast. You guys have used our code so much that SeatGeek wanted to hook all of you up with a brand new special offer. Everyone can now use our code SIP10 for 10% off any tickets on SeatGeek, whether you're a new customer or not. And it's perfect timing because concert season is in full swing with artists like Billie Eilish, Melanie Martinez, Noah Kahan, Hoyser, Sabrina Carpenter, Gracie Abrams, and so many more on tour. You already know SeatGeek is the best place to get your tickets, and not only for musical artists, but for literally everything. If you want to see a sporting event, if you want to see a comedy show, SeatGeek is where you get your tickets. We're trying the Sabrina Carpenter Smoothie today, which is going to get me so excited to get tickets to go to her concert this fall here in Los Angeles. So like I mentioned, no matter how many times you've bought tickets using SeatGeek before, SIP10 is going to get you 10% off your next order. That is an insane deal. So take out your phone, open the SeatGeek app, and add code SIP10 into your account. I don't know what you're waiting for. Do it right now because this offer is only available for a limited time. SeatGeek, thank you so much. We love ya. Today's podcast is sponsored by Rocket Money, and most Americans think that they spend about $62 a month on subscriptions, but get this, the real number is closer to $300 a month. That's literally thousands of dollars a year, half of which you've probably completely forgotten about. Thankfully, in comes Rocket Money. They found a bunch of subscriptions I had forgotten about, and they will help you out too. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps you find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps you lower your bills so that you can grow your savings. I love Rocket Money because their dashboard shows me this month's spending compared to last month, so I can clearly see my spending habits. Plus, they'll help me create a custom budget and keep my spending on track. They'll notify me if I'm going over my budget or of any large transactions. Rocket Money will even try to negotiate to lower your bills for you by up to 20%. All you have to do is submit a picture of your bill, and Rocket Money takes care of the rest. They'll even deal with the customer service for you. And of course, like I mentioned, with Rocket Money, I have full control over my subscriptions. I can see all of my subscriptions in one place, and if I see something I don't want, Rocket Money can help me cancel it with just a few taps. Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all of the app's features. So stop wasting money on things you don't use. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions today by going to rocketmoney.com/sip. That's rocketmoney.com/sip, rocketmoney.com/sip. And we're back.
What I was saying to Ryland after we cut is apparently it can feel like you have to poop when you're in real labor and you're having contractions, and it's just like I feel like I have to poop all the time.
That's a confusing thing to say to you.
I'm always pooping.
Because
I'm never not pooping. That's the thing.
I don't know that I've ever been with you for more than an hour where you don't have to run to the bathroom to poop.
But the thing is, like, I'll go to the bathroom and I'm not pooping. So that's weird.
So you might be in the beginning stages of labor.
I read someone's Reddit too. They're like, I pooped 4 days before I gave birth, and 4 times. I pooped 4 times the day before I gave birth, and I was like, girl, I poop 4 times a day always.
That's wild.
It is.
How much fiber are you consuming?
I think I have a thing. I think I should probably see a gastro and to not my test.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But every poop I'm taking, I'm practicing my pushing techniques. Because my push is not really a push; it's a breath, like a. But you don't want to push your lips. You want to slack jaw. We're being limp. No, you're breathing too hard. Just slack jaw.
Well, that's not a push.
Slack jaw. That's what I'm saying. It's a deep breath.
So you're not pushing at all?
No.
Okay, you're so relaxed that baby just falls out.
No, when you take a deep breath and you blow out and your body's ready, because your body's pushing for you already. Try it when you're pooping. It's kind of amazing. If you guys have hemorrhoids or anal fissures, this is a great way for you to poop as well. Because you're not supposed to strain your asshole when you have those problems.
So walk me through it. And that's relaxing your anus?
Uh-huh. Loose jaw. Loose badissy.
I don't know.
I swear to God.
Who taught you this?
It's all over the internet. You're not relaxing your jaw, though.
Okay.
I can see the tension. I'm also doing really dumb shit. Joel will be like, what the fuck is this doing in here? And it's like, I put it there. It's like, why'd you put that there? I'm pregnant.
Like what?
Amazon wrappers in the toilet.
Wrappers?
Yeah. I guess I was going for a trash can, but I just put it in the toilet. He was like, is that flushable? And I was like, no, of course it's not flushable. It's like a little white fucking Amazon package. Take it out of the toilet. Duh.
Was your shit?
There's no shit in it. It was an empty toilet except for the fucking Amazon package.
Okay, let's get into some hot topics.
Yeah, let's do
You're
it.
still upset about...
Fuck Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck. If these bitches don't come out with a public announcement that they are getting divorced today, I'm going to set all their houses on fire.
I don't even know if you could visit all of them in one day. They have so many.
This is not my pregnancy bucket list. Get out the business card. Let's go. We're going to Georgia, bitch.
So they're just enraging you?
It's just for fuck's sake, you guys. You want us to stop paying attention to you and paparazziing you? Make a goddamn statement. Remember when J-Lo tried to make her website a thing and announced their relationship on it?
Oh, I do.
God damn. We been known. Bennifer, let us know now. Put it on the fucking website. I'll pay a subscription for your goddamn fucking website at this point to find out from you. I need to hear it from the horse's mouth.
She might as well monetize her breakup announcement.
She is.
Oh, I guess, yeah.
She's been plotting all these fucking like photo shoot opportunities for herself where she dresses up in like floral dresses and she's like, I'm in the Hamptons on a bike enjoying myself. It's like, these are staged.
I kind of love that she's just spending her time fucking with people like you that are reading the gossip columns.
Is she fucking with me or is she just, I don't know, looking for attention?
I mean, both, probably.
Apparently she was just seen chugging alcohol straight from the bottle on Ben's birthday.
I don't even think she drinks, which is also weird because she has... And I think she was promoting her own alcohol company.
Oh,
but she has an alcohol company when she doesn't consume alcohol, is what I've heard.
She's keeping up the Joneses with her breakup.
Or maybe I'm confusing her with a different celebrity that doesn't
No,
drink.
she has like 95 perfumes, a skincare line, a clothing line. I'm positive she has an alcohol line.
I know, but is she sober?
Oh, who knows?
Right, because that's the confusing part.
The other confusing part is her mouth. Have you noticed how different her lips look with no lipstick?
No.
What is up with that? It's like, who are you? Are you J-Lo? Like, what's up, girl?
She probably just overdraws the lips.
Yeah, but it's like so much so.
Okay, the astronauts are never going to make their way back home. I don't know. They said they did.
Well, this is a follow-up story to a story we did a couple weeks ago. Those astronauts that are at the, is it the ISS?
Yeah, the International Space Station.
There's 2 American astronauts there. They went up on a Boeing craft, and the Boeing craft, shocker, is inadequate to get them back.
Yeah, the thrust, something's wrong with the thrusters. Boeing did do a press conference. They said they're going to let us know, well, the world know, like I'm up there.
They're going to text me. They're going to let me know before Bennifer lets me know that they're fucking breaking up and shit.
Honestly, these astronauts will probably come home before we get a breakup announcement from Bennifer.
God damn them.
But I guess Boeing is going to tell the world by the end of the month, but people are suspecting that it likely now won't be until 2025 and they might have to come home on one of Elon's spacecrafts.
Yeah.
So what are they going to do up there for that long?
What a nightmare. I guess this is always a possibility when you go on a space mission.
I mean, yes, going to space is crazy.
Yeah. Have you seen like all the Apollo whatevers?
No.
Apollo 13 I put on the other day while I was pregnant and I was like, oh, I should not have done this.
Why did people have interest in going there? Just dig down. If you're rich, just do your bunker.
Yeah, get a bunker.
Why
on
are
some
you
good
trying
dry
to
land.
go out of the... Why? Why go up?
It's the final frontier.
You couldn't pay me to go up.
You couldn't pay me to go up or down into the ocean, to be honest.
No, me either.
No.
I'll just sit right here.
I mean, I'll sit in the safest place you tell me. That's where I'll sit. I'll follow you anywhere. As long as you suck at fucking Bill Gates' dick, I'm coming along. Just so you know.
Oh, well, my heart's out to those astronauts. I hope they get home safe. They were just doing a week-long mission, doing the best for this world, and now they're stuck there. Oh. Simone Biles wore a Packers jacket to her husband's Bears game.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
She's... Okay. What does that mean?
I mean, so she's like not a fan?
No, so her husband used to play, and I'm guessing. I'm filling in a lot of blanks here.
Are you kidding me? You didn't even read an article of something you put in here?
I looked at pictures. I'm pregnant.
Okay.
We do feelings, not facts here. I thought that was okay.
Okay, well, I have a feeling Simone Biles is incredible.
No, she is incredible. And she's a champion, an Olympian, very small woman.
Really?
Super cute. A Polly Pocket of the gymnastics world, if you will.
She's small?
The tiniest.
I guess I haven't seen her compared to anybody else because I just see her dominating the floor by herself.
Right. Her compared to her football player husband is pretty fucking precious.
It's probably like a hard comparison.
She's small.
We'd probably look small next to him too.
You know what?
And I'm tall.
Are you tall? Aren't we the same size?
Well, I know that you guys don't know this because you just see me on TV, but really I'm like 6'3".
See me on TV.
I'm 6'3".
Simone Biles' height, 4'8".
She is a Polly Pocket.
She's so goddamn cute.
That is incredible. She could probably have the handicap sticker on her car.
I love her.
Because I think you can have that under 4'11". She's 4'8"?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I know. Your response right now is like she has a disease. She's so cute.
How tall is her husband? Now I need to know.
Honestly, I don't know his name.
So what's the story?
I know his last name is Owens. I'm trying to tell you. From what I've seen in pictures, the story is she's married to a football player whose last name may or may not be Owens.
Okay.
And he maybe used to play for the Packers. So there's a bunch of pictures of him playing for the Packers. And she has a jacket that's of him playing football, but he's in... Is it the Green Bay Packers? Is that a team?
Yeah.
So he's in his Green Bay suit in the pictures on her jacket. But now I think he plays for the Chicago Bears.
And
also
she's
known
still
as Da Bears.
She's still go Pack go.
Well, the Bears played the Packers. She's at the game to support her husband, who is now a Bear, wearing the Packers jacket she has.
I mean, but is it his?
It's him, yeah.
So what's the problem?
I think the problem is that maybe the Packers are a better team than the Bears. But no matter what, like if you're there and you're supporting the Bears team, should you be wearing the Packers?
Maybe she's sick of this shit. Maybe she doesn't like the state that the Bears are in. Is it Chicago?
My guess is that she doesn't care.
Oh.
And she just likes the jacket.
Right.
I don't think she's making a statement.
Okay.
But I thought that was funny. I would do it too.
I mean, yeah.
Because I wouldn't know.
No.
I don't know. To this day, I don't know. I don't even know what I just said.
Okay. I don't know. I'm going to be annoyed by the internet if we keep going, honestly.
What?
All I have is like unpopular opinions.
Did you look at the Emrata thing?
Oh, I did see that. That's like a model that just recreates her photos.
So Emily Ratajkowski is a stunning, beautiful woman.
Right.
And she's a supermodel. So her Instagram and all supermodels' Instagrams look like a fucking supermodel's Instagram. That's how they get work. That's blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. There's this woman whose name escapes me because, again, feelings, not facts over here.
Right.
And she has a very
Celeste Barber.
Celeste Barber has a very funny Instagram account where the fact that you turn that heat off is so goddamn criminal. It's 96 degrees, bitch.
I'm freezing.
If I go into labor because I'm too hot, you're paying my medical bills.
Okay.
But don't worry, they're low because I have a really good deductible. Anyway. So what's this girl's name?
Celeste Barber.
Celeste Barber. Celeste Barber has
she recreates the model's photos in
but she has an average, a very average, as my doctor would say, woman's body. And so she does the same poses these models do as an average woman. And it's comical and I love her for it.
And Emrata couldn't take the heat.
Emrata couldn't take the heat. Emrata, who, by the way, like once a month writes an op-ed for a magazine about her feminist agenda and how she wants to own her own image or whatever. She's a girl's girl. Blocked Celeste. Is her name Celeste?
Also, like, what?
Why do you care? She didn't like looking at it. I'm just like, okay.
She's offended that girl's not as skinny as her?
I don't know. I think she's like, I don't want to be made fun of. Like,
it's like,
but you're not being made fun of. You have like you participate in the unrealistic body beauty standards of the world and you get paid millions of dollars for it. God bless you. You're hot as fuck. Congratulations.
You could also just put like mute or do not recommend. You don't have to block her.
Also, who cares?
Yeah, I don't know.
But my point is like, God damn, that bitch is annoying.
Right.
Emrata, you're annoying. I'm annoying too. Welcome to the club, girl. Should we block Emrata? I've never seen her post before. But that bitch is blocked.
Me either. The first time, honestly, she should be thanking this girl because it's the only time I've seen one of her posts. And it wasn't even from her page. It was a side-by-side of the girl doing it.
I've only heard about Emrata because other people talk about
enraging headlines about her, honestly.
Yeah, and the op-eds that she writes and all this stuff. And it's just like, okay. And I knew her manager.
Past tense?
Yeah.
What happened?
He was dating a friend of mine that I'm not friends with anymore.
Oh.
A friend that I won't return calls to.
Oh.
You know her.
I know.
Yeah. Okay.
She's a mom. What if she just wants to be mommy with you?
She did. She sent me a message. Guess what? Left it on red.
Wow.
Block. Hit him with the block.
Okay. This is part of the thing. Like as somebody who's on the internet doesn't know. I don't know who this Chappelle Ronan is.
You want to try to say her name a different way?
No.
Chapel Roan?
Is that her name?
I think maybe it's Chapel Roan.
Okay. I don't know who she is.
I bought her album this morning.
You like her?
I've been waking up at 2 a.m. So here's how it started for me. I'm a little older, right? I'm not a Gen Zer.
Me either. And that's why I have unpopular opinions about this. I don't know anything about her. I only know this story.
Have you heard the songs though?
No.
Okay, you have. So they're viral as fuck. So Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna hit and hit the Pink Pony Club.
I don't watch TikTok. And
they're
that's
on
probably
Reels
where
too.
they're viral.
They've hit Reels.
I don't watch Reels either. I watch YouTube Shorts, if anything.
Wow, you are out of touch.
I literally don't. Even when I was like in jail, in like COVID jail in my room, I watched TV.
You're not scrolling. Good for you.
No, I don't, because it does nothing for me.
No,
it's like
it induces anxiety and brain deadness.
it doesn't even do that for me. It's just boring. Like, it's not entertaining, and I can't with all of these people like sitting down quickly and being like, no, but tell me why, because this.
Right.
And it's like, you fucking stupid. What? I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of it.
Yeah.
It's created monsters out of everyone. I don't sit down with somebody who's like, no, but Lizzie, because why?
Yeah.
Because why?
Ooh, it's a lot of energy with the room with no air conditioning on.
See, that's what I'm telling you, though. Nobody comes at you with that energy, and it's cringy as hell. Like, if I saw you doing that in front of me, I'd say, stop. Stop.
Right.
It looks bad. And
You
maybe
gotta
that's
chill.
just my old, like...
I feel like I do come at you like that, though. I just threatened to burn down all of JLo's houses. Anyway, Chapel Roan.
Okay. I'm sure she's a nice girl. I'm sorry. And this isn't about her specifically. It's about the way that I can't consume what's going on in the world anymore.
And that's fair. But I will say this. At first, I was like, I do not get it. I listened to Phenomenon and I didn't get it. And I listened to like Hot to Go, didn't get it. Listened to Pink Pony Club, didn't get it. Heard My Kink is Karma, got it.
Okay.
Clicked.
Let's listen to that one on our way to Erewhon today.
Anyway, it clicked. Then I started, a friend of mine who does like Chapel played the songs and explained them to me. And I was like, wow, I do actually fuck with this woman. Bought her album this morning and listened to it on the way here.
And is it good?
I listened to a little bit of one song before Kate called.
Okay. The headline, though, is more so about her at one of her shows.
Oh, the point being, this album came out like 2 years ago.
Okay.
Or something like that. Like, it's a really old album. And then this girl started opening for Olivia Rodrigo because I think they have the same manager.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I think they have the same manager. This is what was explained to me. I think they have the same manager. She got dropped by her record label because they didn't believe in her because her shit didn't take off. And then all of a sudden, her shit's going viral. And she's a huge fucking deal. Had one of the largest audiences at Lollapalooza.
Wow.
Like,
good
and
for
everybody
her.
knew the fucking words to the song. Sabrina Carpenter's been covering her music for a while, I guess. And she's finally found overnight mega stardom success. And no one can say her name. But she had a little mentee bee on stage about it. She started crying.
I saw that. And she was just saying, like, forgive me, like, I'm having an off day. I'm having a bad day. Like, the success that came so quickly, it's, like, hard for me to deal with and process. And while I like the transparency, see, this is where I'm going to get canceled. I like the transparency, and I think it's cool, but, like, I think there's a time and a place for the transparency. Like, I think, like, an Instagram reel or a TikTok, if that's your preference, a YouTube short, like, being candid with your audience. If I have reorganized my day to be entertained, I don't know that that's the exact time that I want to hear this information. And that's why I'm going to get canceled, because maybe it's very millennial of me, but it's like, I don't want to rearrange my life to make it to a Taylor Swift concert and then for her to be like, sorry if I'm off today, I'm having a bad day. It's like, well, no, I rearranged my life to come see you perform for me. And I know, like, that's a hot take. I'll cut this out for sure.
But was it confirmed that her performance was off?
Oh, I don't know. But I don't know.
She just said she was emotionally.
She was just saying.
She was emotional.
Well, she was like,
also,
sorry if I'm in a bad mood.
we start every podcast with, I'm dying, fucked up, sick, pregnant, COVID girl.
I'm a hypocrite.
Sorry if our episode sucks today. This is the worst episode we've ever done.
I'm a hypocrite. What do you want from me?
Nothing. Just, ow, your time.
I'm going to cut it.
Don't cut it.
They'll be so mad, because I understand, like, it is cool. Like, Gen Z, it's cool that we can, like, speak our minds and be open and vulnerable. But, like, there's also real life. You know, it's
and to some degree, I agree with you. I do like when artists are open like that and vulnerable. That's what is worth the penny spent for a live show for me. I like when Taylor Swift is candid with her crowd. I think she's rarely legitimately candid with the crowd. But
I was thinking the other day, what happens if she gets COVID?
I think the show must go on.
Like, that bitch just goes.
Have you seen the reels of her, like, just blowing snot into her hand and throwing it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she just goes. Because Because I was thinking, like, had I not been able to just be in my room that one night, I don't know what the answer would be.
No, I think about this all the time.
And that's why I'm just saying, so it's like a different, and I'm not saying I don't know the context of this concert. I don't know anything about this woman, but I'm just saying, like, a Taylor Swift of the world, like, I don't think she's going to be like, sorry, I'm having a bad day. If my performance isn't great, I'm sorry. It's like, but she's also been doing this her whole life. So I don't know the context, and that's why it's like not cool for me to be speaking on it. I just think like I applaud Gen Z for being like, let's talk about everything more, but I also be like,
I think Gen Z could talk about things a little bit less. Right. Honestly, well, here's the deal. I was actually talking about this with my godbrother the other day, who's younger. I think he's like 25. And we came to this conclusion where it's like, there were generations of people who thought, I'm starting with the man in the mirror and I'm asking him to change his ways. I'm going to make the world a better place by working on myself so that I can be the best contributor to society that I can be. And now it feels like that has shifted from people being inwardly focused on themselves being better people to pointing the finger and saying, you need to do better. You need to change. And I don't think that that's right, because we can't control other people. We can't tell other people to change, but we can change. We can be better, and we can do better.
That are pointing fingers get a quick fix and being like, see, I did something right, pointing out something bad. But it's like, really, you're not doing anything right pointing out something else that somebody's doing bad. You're just adding to the problem of our society, which is why it goes back to like, I just think, and I'm a hypocrite. I know, like, my job is on social media, but I just hate what all of this has become. I really do.
No, and it's so wild because it's the people who are the loudest pointing their fingers the most that are like getting dragged on the internet every day after day. It's like, and like, honestly, I don't think you should be dragged either. I'm not judging you for your past indiscretions, but for God's sakes, you guys, like, let's just be good people. Like, what the fuck? It's so nuts out there. And then a lot of people just make these assumptions about other people that they see on the internet and like throw these labels on them and then decide to condemn you for it. And it's like, well, that's not really a condemnable offense. And it's not true. I don't know what we're talking about
anymore. We've been talking for way too long and we didn't even get to Blake Lively.
Oh, people hate Blake Lively.
Isn't that crazy? They're saying she's the new J-Lo.
Oh, no, it's not. I think Blake's overexposed herself when she was quiet and behind the scenes more and nobody gave a shit. And now she's out front and people are thinking that she's not promoting her movie appropriately because apparently there's it's all about domestic violence. But I hear what Blake is saying, and she's saying, like, you know, a woman can be more than her victim narrative. And I do think that there is power in that statement. But hearing it from Blake Lively as she's also like wearing a floral dress, trying to act like her movie is Barbie and selling her hair product. It's a little hard.
Grab your florals, grab your girlfriends, and go see the movie. And she like wants people to go see tickets. I thought it was more so the drama between her and her co-star / director.
Oh yeah, some shit's going down between her and Justin.
Then everyone's going back and forth and picking sides. And I'm like, even if you are rubbed the wrong way by Blake Lively, hasn't she always kind of been that persona? Like, wasn't she that persona inside of Gossip Girl, which is what made her a star?
I honestly never got the Sabrina character from Gossip Girl.
I'm just saying, like, why are you surprised if you're acting like she is a bitch?
Yeah.
And even if she is a bitch, just for all of you out there, it's not going to change her life. The box office did incredible. She's married to Ryan Reynolds. Yeah. She has a bunch of beautiful kids. Her best friend's Taylor Swift. She lives in a mansion. So hate her all you want.
And also, like, again, like,
that's not me sticking up for her either. No, it's just like, if you're screaming in the void about how you hate Blake Lively, it's like, it's not really going to affect her. The box office did great and everyone's going to the movie. So like, people are still going to hire her for jobs and she's still going to have a fabulous life.
Also, do you know how many male filmmakers there are who are actual bitches and like they get to keep being bitches and nobody talks about them being bitches because they're not out in these streets? And it's like every woman who like makes a movie all of a sudden is a fucking bitch. Like Olivia Wilde's a bitch. Blake Lively's a bitch. Like, oh my God, let a bitch breathe.
Well, making any movie is a lot of points of contention. And like, if you watch any of the any of those shows that document making a movie. But the
huge gossip around Don't Worry Darling and the huge gossip around It Ends With Us, it's like it's two female filmmakers who are being torn apart, and that is why you're not welcome at my fucking brunch.
But because we won't be able to collaborate. Well, I thought the guy had bought the rights to the movie to make the movie.
The guy had bought the rights
He
to the
was
movie.
directing it.
Correct.
And then Blake and Ryan put a bunch of money towards the funding, which is why they then had a say. And then it was like 2-1. And then they had creative differences. And now their teams are like putting out different statements about like him calling her fat and blah, 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 blah.
I think more, but like, you know, the actions.
Because she wasn't the director. So
no, she's a producer on it, and producers on movies do get a say in what goes on in the movie. Unfortunately, it's annoying, but it is what it is. And money gets you power. So if you put money into a movie, you do get to say what the fuck you want in the movie, depending on what the contract is.
And in his, I don't know every detail of the back and forth, but I would be annoyed if I bought the rights to a movie, I was directing a movie, and then she's like, well, my super famous A-list movie star husband is actually going to tell you why you can't. I'd be like rolling my eyes and pissed too.
But it's not just my husband. It's my husband who's a producer on this film.
I understand. Are we going to roll out?
What's the time say? We have 2 minutes before we roll out. But the bottom line is also, it's not just Blake Lively. Colleen Hoover unfollowed him. Fucking Jenny Slate couldn't say a nice thing about him on the red carpet without throwing up on herself. Like, it's a few people.
But what's
and
interesting
the things that he said about her
she's
were
the one that
nutso.
everyone's mad, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's always the woman is a bitch. But it's like Justin walked up to her in front of her and said, I need to know how much you weigh because I'm worried that I'm going to injure myself picking you up. So I need to know what your weight is so that I can start training so that your fat ass doesn't hurt my body.
Well, he said he had a back injury, but...
Okay, bitch. There's a way more fucking demure, mindful way for you to bring that shit up.
I started this story by saying...
Not very respectful, not very cutesy, Justin.
I go off Blake, you know, like, it all doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It all doesn't matter.
No, and it ends with us.
I wish that they could have just like dealt with this behind the scenes and like enjoyed the success of the box office because it's doing great.
But honestly, like I've been in work relationships with men where I want to fucking kill them. And I'm pissed off because they gain from my work financially more than I do. And they fuck me over and they treat me like shit. And I would like to go on public record and say, fuck you.
All right.
So, and the fact that she's not straight up being like, fuck you, God bless her. I think she's legally bound by a gag order, but.
Good for her.
Yeah.
I think she's doing great. You know?
I don't even like her. You know, I haven't seen the movie. I don't like.
Hey! Today's podcast is sponsored by Mint Mobile, and with big wireless providers, what you see is never what you get. Somewhere between the store and your first month's bill, the price you thought you were paying magically skyrockets. But with Mint Mobile, you never have to worry about the gotchas ever again. When Mint Mobile says $15 a month when you purchase a 3-month plan, they mean it. So say goodbye to overpriced wireless plans, jaw-dropping monthly bills, and unexpected overcharges. Mint Mobile is here to rescue you with premium wireless plans starting at $15 a month. All these plans come with high-speed data and unlimited talk and text, which is crazy, all delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Also amazing, you can use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and bring your phone number along with all your existing contacts. So ditch overpriced wireless with Mint Mobile's deal and get 3 months of premium wireless service for $15 a month. So to get this new customer offer and your new 3-month premium wireless plan for just $15 a month, go to mintmobile.com/sip. That's mintmobile.com/sip to cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/sip. $45 upfront payment required, equivalent to $15 a month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Speed slower above 40 gigabytes on unlimited plan, and additional taxes, fees, and restrictions apply. See Mint Mobile for details. I can't take it anymore. We've got to just try these.
Well, we're trying an odd combination of things today.
I don't know that we are.
No, we are. Do you not know the beef?
Do you not know the concept of this show? It's tasting viral celebrity foods if you're new here.
No, do you not know the beef?
I'm just saying, do you not know the concept? We've been hammering.
As if literally going over your head in such a ridiculous way right now. We're also a pop culture podcast. Olivia Rodrigo and Sabrina Carpenter are not cool. And we're trying Olivia Rodrigo's Crumbl cookie and Sabrina Carpenter's fucking milkshake.
Yeah, we can tell. What do you think this is?
Hold on.
No, this was when I had COVID. So my husband is so nice, and he got these and froze them for us. And then even last night, he was like, don't forget to take them out of the freezer. And then he knew I was going to forget to take them out of the freezer, so he took them out of the freezer.
Honestly,
so, this is Olivia Rodrigo's collab with Crumbl.
She was in LA this weekend. And I was supposed to go to the concert, but I'm too pregnant. So I gifted my ticket to somebody else, and they had a nice time.
Isn't this crazy? Look at the white balance.
Yeah, it's nice. Give me that bounce. There we go. She's lit.
I think we look too... So what's in it? And hold on. If you want this, whenever she's in your city, it's at Crumbl.
It's over. The tour's over. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
And I didn't realize. I know Lizzie said it, but I didn't. I was like, okay, did a reel go viral with Chaparral Ronan? Or... Oh, and she said no, it was because she opened for Olivia, a la Sabrina really hitting superstardom from opening for Taylor Swift, Shawn Mendes, Ed Sheeran. Of course, they were all doing great work before. Tell us what's in it before you take it.
You won't shut the fuck up.
Okay. Well, now I have things to say.
Wow. It's good.
What's in it?
2 chilled purple vanilla cookie sandwich with triple berry jam and light vanilla buttercream in between.
Isn't it crazy I didn't hear anything you just said?
You never do, so no. It's super normal.
Purple vanilla cookies with triple berry jam and buttercream. So just a thick layer of buttercream
Girl,
between.
it is good.
It is pretty cool that they did like this sprinkle strip.
I'm breaking it open so that I can get the berry cream.
Well, show us the breaking it open.
I really like these cookies. They're buttery and salty and crumbly.
So you're Team Olivia. Is that what you're trying to say here?
I'm Team 9 months pregnant and fucking with this cookie right now. You know what I'm saying?
The outer layer of sprinkles on the frosting is really what's just right for me. Oh my god.
It's a good texture.
It's really giving me Susie cakes.
I've never had one.
You haven't had a Susie cake? Are you kidding me?
No.
After all these years of being my best friend? And that's all that's ever in our fridge?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, you've had their cupcakes. I think I've had a cupcake from Susie Cakes with you.
I have had Susie Cakes. I'm an idiot. That's on me.
Wow, this is delicious.
I have Pink Pony Club stuck in my head while I enjoy this cookie.
Lizzie was showing me 2 of the songs, and they're good. I'll give it to her. It's good. The music's good.
I was a hater at first.
Well,
Like, you hate everything for 2 weeks, and then you come around.
But that's just who I am. It doesn't matter the artist.
And I didn't know how much we had in common.
Oh, because you felt the same way with Chaparral?
I was like...
What's her name?
Chapel.
Like a church chapel? Is that... So it's not real? Everything's fake?
That's what I've been trying to say.
Oh, really? You've been saying that?
Yeah, it's all simulation.
So I want the jam on the outer layer of sprinkles.
I had too much of that cookie. But I'm so pregnant I could eat a whole one of them.
It's so good.
It's really good. It's really good.
This is incredible, actually. You know, you've got to... Is that Frankie Grande? No, it's not. He's too straight.
Yeah. Also, there's nothing I hate more than being at Erewhon at lunchtime.
Lunchtime at Erewhon is the worst. I have found it pretty pleasurable. Oh, there's all these bitches walking out with smoothies.
I spilled water down my chin.
The Sabrina Club is here, right?
Yeah.
And so what's going on? Sabrina hates Olivia because Olivia dated...
No, Olivia hated Sabrina and wrote driver's license about Sabrina taking her boyfriend or something.
Who's her boyfriend?
Who could ever really say? I think it's a bunch of people that were on a kid's show that we didn't watch because we're 39. Honestly, I don't know the drama good enough to bring it back up, but I know that it's real.
All right.
And then, you know, Sabrina has that song where it's like, oh, because I liked a boy. That's about Olivia Rodrigo sending hate to Sabrina with her album. Can you hear me?
Kind of. Basically, the pop girls are hating each other.
No, that's old news. This is years old.
Okay, I understand.
Do you?
I don't know. We're going to go get Sabrina's smoothie, and we're going to put the 2 pop idols head to head, even though we support girls supporting girls and holding women-only film meetings in Los Angeles without Ryland.
They're all bitches!
Whose team? Oh, Chappelle. God damn.
Chapel.
Chapel is Team Olivia.
I don't think anyone's on a team.
Oh my god. I think people are on teams.
We're all going to brunch. We're all bringing a book, and we're all going to exchange some shit.
All right, here we go. That cookie was delish.
I need to stop spilling on
Just
myself.
so that we set the record straight before we go into this Sabrina smoothie, let's rate it out of 10.
Oh, the cookie?
Uh-huh. I've got to give it a cool 9.
I don't think I can give it a higher score because it doesn't make me feel good.
Oh.
Because it's making me feel sick immediately, but I also don't want to stop eating it.
Well, let's just talk about the taste then.
It tastes so good. That it's like, I know it's going to kill me, and I can still...
It tastes so good.
It really does. Am I lying?
No, it tastes delicious.
Is there another way to say it? We shouldn't go into this building right now. I'm wearing an XL men's shirt that says, I love hot dads. There's androgynous teens everywhere. I can't fucking do this.
We pulled up and Lizzie goes, shouldn't all these people be at high school? I think school did start again, right?
Go back to class, kids.
They're like, we don't need to go to school. Our parents are Kim Kardashian.
And none of them wear bras.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
I mean, why would you?
Oh, well, there's one girl wearing just a bra. No shirt.
Literally.
What the fuck?
Wow.
And all of these kids are under 18.
Of course.
My God. Mm-hmm. I'm calling the cops.
All right, let's go. I'm going to do my baby grocery shopping while we're in there.
I'm going to get some diapers.
All right, let's go.
Oh, here comes the acid reflux.
Are you kidding?
Celebrity sighting.
No.
Yep.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Before I started rolling, she goes, there were
fuck.
so many influencers in there. Okay. How did I not know one of them?
I saw maybe two.
Who?
And they're a couple.
Name drop.
They're the Hype House couple. I can't remember their names.
Oh my God, they're even blue straws for the short and sweet smoothie.
Really?
Wait, so who are they?
Hold on, I gotta look them up. I think his name is Tom.
Wow, this does look nice. It looks like there's whipped cream with the... But as we've talked about before, these smoothies are wildly high in calories, even if they do have a lot of superfood ingredients.
Thomas Patro.
Let me see it. Oh yeah, I don't know who that is. Is that wrong?
No. He's the founding father of Hype House or some shit.
Jeez.
Are we thumbnailing or what?
Of course.
Hey, we love hot dads and Sabrina Carpenter. What's good?
Hot dogs?
Hot dads.
Oh, right. Cheers.
Cheers. What?
Is your straw broken? Mm-mm. Oh. What? It has a nostalgic flavor for me. What is that?
Fruit punchy.
Oh my God, it tastes like my
What is
mom's
this?
holiday Jell-O. My mom does
Your mom makes Jell-O?
It's, the base layer is crumbled up pretzels. It's a Jell-O, and then it's a whipped cream on top. Or, whipped cream on top.
That's very Betty Draper of her.
My mom's made that every Christmas since I was a kid, and if she doesn't make it, one of the kids has a meltdown, and this is the flavor profile.
Really? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say something.
And it even has, like, chunks.
That sounds kind of yunky.
It's really good.
Pretzel base Jell-O mold.
The pretzels, they're really... It's like the pretzels make like a pie crust. It's with a ton of butter. So you, like, finely crush the pretzels to nothing. To, like, the consistency of a pie crust. Mm-hmm. You mix it in with a ton of butter. You mix it, you put it as the pie crust at the bottom, you put it in the oven. Then you do a Jell-O on top of that, and then a whipped cream on top of that.
What flavor Jell-O?
I think it's like a raspberry, which is...
This is not raspberry.
But this has the same flavor, so that's confusing.
So maybe it's not a raspberry Jell-O?
No, I think it is.
Pull up the picture you took of the sign so we can tell them what this is.
I mean, they know. It's a Sabrina Carpenter Erewhon drink.
No, but what's in it?
I mean, you know Erewhon.
Is it Smurf cum?
They have like 4,008 ingredients, and they like to pretend that it's healthy when it's like 40.
Then none of us can pronounce it.
Mm-hmm. So, milk, organic vanilla oat milk. Coconut.
Oat milk? Not good for you.
Coconut water.
That's a big conspiracy.
What?
Oat milk? Oat milk is trash.
Really?
Yeah, it's not good for you. They got you.
Blue spirulina powder.
Spirulina.
Nate's organic honey, high in sugar. Mango, pineapple, tocos, vanilla collagen, dates, coconut cream, and strawberries.
I love it.
You like the flavor profile?
Yeah, I think those little chunks are dates. I'm supposed to have like 6 dates a day. And I've been putting them in smoothies so that I can get them down first thing in the morning. But I've also started throwing up again. And the other day I fucking threw up the entire goddamn smoothie. Do you know how exhausting it is to eat 6 dates twice in one day when your stomach is this big? It's a nightmare.
Wow, this is delicious. I wonder how many calories and how many grams of sugar.
It's not really comparable to the cookie, so I feel like there is no competition here.
What do you mean?
Well, we were going to compare it to the cookie because of the beef.
And just as in life, you can't really compare Sabrina Carpenter to Olivia Rodrigo. They're two separate entities that you can enjoy.
I will say this.
What?
I was advised by my doctor to not attend the Olivia Rodrigo concert. Had I had tickets to Sabrina Carpenter, I'd have gone.
And why do you say that? Olivia's is just a little more violent. I don't know that it's violent.
Oh, it has nothing to do with my pregnancy, but it has to do with like who I'd want to see, who I'd risk it all for, and it's not Olivia. And honestly, it's only because this woman named Claudia on the podcast, the Toast, said that she went and felt uncomfortable. Hi, Claudia. Hi, Jackie. I listen every day.
You do?
Yeah, my
Wow. I don't know that I'd give it a 9 though, and I gave Olivia's cookie a 9.
I don't think either of them are going to make me feel well.
No.
They're good in different ways.
This is one of the better smoothies that they've come out with though. It's a little more simple.
If I had known they had oat milk in it, I would have swapped it for some other milk.
I don't know that it was oat milk.
You just read oat milk, bro.
No, I said... Oh.
You're so pretty. It's crazy. Crazy how pretty you are.
We also got lunch.
We got lunch.
Lizzie's eating crab meat.
I almost fell over in the fucking line. That was mortifying.
That was embarrassing.
That was really embarrassing. I didn't know how to handle that. I was like, should we move this? They have like a fucking chain set up right behind the fucking line, so you don't stand behind the chain until you walk up to the counter, so you're not aware of it.
You're walking in line,
damn.
Here's the counter, and then like when you back up to leave, it's right there.
And
so,
it's
like,
so low I can't see it under my belly.
By the time you turn around, you've already hit it.
Yeah, god damn them.
And as a pregnant person,
I was like, and I was joking when I said, should we move this? But I feel like they're used to like awful women in there being like, you need to move this. And I'm already a little bit mentally vacant. So when she called me up in line, I was like, me? Because I'm wearing the contact lenses and I can feel the one in my astigmatism eye. So I just keep kind of closing it. Anyway, that smoothie is making me fucking sick.
Really?
It's so sweet.
Gosh, I don't even want to look up.
Drinking oat milk is almost the equivalent of drinking a fucking soda because it all just turns into sugar and there's oils in it and shit.
That's when all these girls are like on diets, like drinking almond and oat milk. I'm like,
what are you doing?
You guys know that, like the cashew milk, it's like that's all fat.
Sugar. It all breaks down to sugar and it's like not good sugar.
And as we've discovered, sugar's a drug.
Sugar is a drug. That's the song I'm working on. You know what you should do?
Huh?
Put my back seat on. My heat seater on. My seat heater. Yeah.
Oh, it wants cool because it's so hot outside.
Don't let it do that.
No.
Put the cool on my face. You big disgrace.
It is good.
Kicking up crab all over the place. Wow. Well, that was an episode. We did it.
You guys.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
I don't know if we've ever known.
This is what we have in us right now. Recovering from COVID.
Listen, the weight of our success is weighing so heavy on us that we're a little too emotional to perform at the top of our game today. It's just a little overwhelming. So if you feel like we've underperformed, that's why. It's because we're so goddamn fucking successful.
And if you clicked out or didn't enjoy because of that, then you're the problem.
Honestly, problematic fools.
And the problem police will come for you. Because we've declared unwellness.
We're unwell.
And that's like a doctor's note to the principal.
But tune in next week, see if I'm in labor.
And I'll definitely be feeling right by then.
For sure.
If not, I'm going to be pissed. I'm going to be cursing up and down.
Are you not feeling right?
I'm feeling right, but my voice is better today. Yesterday my voice was still like not not right.
Your voice wasn't voicing?
Mm-hmm.
I hate that.
This is good.
It's too sweet. Everything hurt inside. That's why I'm trying to have some rice right now. Settle my little...
I think I'm just going to have this be my meal. I had half my wrap, but...
How was your wrap? Very good.
Yeah. It's called a Mad Wrap spinach tortilla. There's like some stuff in it. Turkey, avocado, kale. There were some full-blown white beans in there, which was a little confusing.
White
Spinach
beans?
wrap. Yeah, like...
Oh. What are you going to do with all those white beans in there?
I'm going to consume them. You know what I did get? I don't want more sugar. This only has 3 grams of sugar. You got to be a coconut person. Do you like coconut?
Mm-hmm.
I love coconut, so I'm going to get into these tonight. And with that, we'll leave you. Did you even show them what your sushi looks like? Alright, you guys. Forgive us. Chris wasn't here. We're mentally off. Lizzie's giving birth.
Chris has appendicitis.
Yeah.
And none of us can handle the extremely heavy weight of our success. And you know what? Thank God for us. Even showing up. Right?
That was a big feat today.
You know, my heating pad broke last night.
Thank God for Amazon.
On God.
All right, well, before we just continue to zone out, thank you guys so much for watching and supporting our show. It doesn't miss us. I'm going to be in tip-top shape next week. Lizzie will still be strong.
I might have already given birth. I could give birth any moment.
I mean, if my prediction is right, which I do believe it will be.
Your prediction is not your prediction, it's my prediction. I told you to put that in your calendar.
Yeah, but you're varying from your prediction, and I've held strong. I put it in my iPhone calendar, and we're sticking to it. At least I am. Lizzie keeps moving the day, and I'm like, stop.
I'm not moving the day. I just am like, I couldn't possibly know.
Well, that's why I'm here. Nothing like a man to tell you when you're going to go into labor.
Thank God. It could be today. It could be tomorrow. It could be the fucking 13th of September.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for watching and supporting our show. What?
I picked my labor nails. Here's the thing. Moms in the comments, sign off below. I know labor nails aren't really a thing, but I'd like to get labor nails. When should I get them done? Because I want them to be fresh. I don't want them to be yucky.
Well, as we've just discussed, oh goddamn! I'm sorry.
Ow!
There's a pretty big variant into when people think that you're gonna give birth to this boy.
I know. So like, when do I get my nails done? I
would say today.
I would say, but well, no, because if it's the 13th, then they'll be crusty and dusty by the time he's here.
I feel so fat and bloated since COVID.
No, since you ate that Olivia Rodrigo cookie.
No, it's been since I've been the only joy I had in life when I was locked up was eating, even though it didn't taste great. I still did it. I was still just like shoveling it back, and now I still
did it, even though it tasted rancid and rotten.
I was like, I know that it probably tastes good. I just can't taste it.
We have to end this.
I've been trying for 5 minutes.
And that's the sip.